All right, students, you're welcome. This is Campus Academy, that specializes in mathematics, further maths, physics, chemistry, and technical drawing. Today, I want to show you a shortcut, are you there, of solving a question like this, which is the equation of a circle. The equation of a circle. If you see this kind of question in a multiple choice question, how can you solve it? How can you solve it without wasting much of your time? If you see it in a multiple choice question, how can you solve it without wasting much of your time? I discovered this shortcut when I was just researching. I just discovered it by myself. I didn't see it in any textbook or any online or anything. I discovered it by myself, by the grace of God. So, this is let's start. This is the equation of a circle. You can be asked to find the radius of the circle, and you can as well be asked to find the coordinate at the center of the circle. If you have a circle this way, this is circle, this is the center of the circle. The center of the circle has a coordinate which could be A, comma B. So this is the coordinate at the center, and the distance from the center of the circle to the circumference, this is the radius. Are you there? And at this particular point, you can have x, comma y. So there's a point here that's moving around the circle. A point that's moving around the circle. It is the points along this circle, along this, that you join together to form that particular circle. So how can you get this coordinate at the center? And that's what I want to show you with a very shortcut. Within two lines, within one line, two lines, you are done. You can just even look at the question without solving, and get the answer. So you look at the question and get the answer. So I want to show you how to get the coordinate at the center for the equation, for a given equation of a circle, which is A, comma B. So I will show you the shortcut, I will show you the long method. You now see that the answers will be the same thing. I will show you the long method, I will show you the short method. Okay? So let's do the long method first. Then I will now show you the shortcut. Okay? The long method first, and I'll show you the shortcut. So the question says find the coordinates at the center. The coordinate at the center of this given equation of a circle. Coordinate at the center of this given equation of a circle. This is 9x squared plus 9y squared plus 6x minus 12y minus 31 all equals to 0. And don't forget that a distinct attribute of the equation of a circle is that the two variables that are carrying power 2, at a degree 2, must have the same coefficients. Look at x squared. The coefficient of x squared is 9. Look at y squared. The coefficient of y squared is 9. Are you there? So that is a distinct feature of the equation of a circle. Okay. Now back to our business. So let me solve with long method first, then I'll not solve it with short method. You will not see the difference. You will not see, the answers will be the same thing. So that if you see this kind of question in a competition or a multiple choice question, you just use your eye to get the final answer. Alright, long method first. For the long method, don't forget that you're going to say if you find the coordinate at the center of the circle, which is A and A, comma B. Okay? Okay, back to business. First and foremost, you divide through by the coefficient of x square or y square. You divide through by the coefficient of x square or y square, and the coefficient of x square and y square, they are always the same, which is the characteristic of the equation of a circle. So dividing through by 9 is the coefficient of x square or y square. So dividing through by 9, so we have x squared plus y squared, because 9x squared over 9, I have x squared. 9y squared divided by 9 cancel 9, we have y squared. Then plus 6x over 9, then minus 12y over 9 minus 31 over 9 equals to 0. 0 over 9 is 0. Okay, 0 over 9 is 0. Alright, so the next thing is that let us 6 and 9, you can cut. 3 can go in 6, 3 can go in 9. Are you there? 3 can go in 12, 3 can go in 9 also. And at the same time, we transfer this constant to the other side. This one is 31 over 9, transfer to the other side. So x squared plus y squared, are you there, plus 6x over 9, 3 can go. 3 cut 6, remain 2x over. 3 cut 6s, remain 2 over. 3 cut 9, 3. Are we together? Then minus 3 cut 12y. 3 cut 12y, we have 4y over. 3 cut 9, 3. Are you there? So 9 cannot go in 31. So let's transfer this constant to the other side. Let's transfer constant to the other side. So it becomes 31 over 9. Minus 31 over 9. So when it crosses to the other side, it becomes plus 31 over 9. The sign will change. Okay, I haven't done that. I haven't done that. So let us collect like terms. Those that have x one side and those that have y at one side. Okay, look at it like this. This is x squared. Shift this 2s over 3 towards this. Shift 2s over 3 towards s squared. When you are shifting, the sign will not change. It's only when you are transferring across an equal sign that the sign will change. So shift that 2s over 3 towards this s squared. That's plus 2x over 3. Are we together? Alright. Now, plus, you're having plus y squared here, plus y squared. Are you there? Then minus 4y over 3 all equals to 31 over 9. Don't forget that I'm still going to show you the shortcut. So the reason why I'm doing the long method is for you to be able to appreciate the shortcut. Okay. Now, having done that, we complete the square. We have x squared plus 2s over 3. We have plus y squared minus 4y over 3, and we have equals to 31 over 9. So for x squared plus 2s over 3, we apply completing the square method. For x squared plus 2s over 3. Let's complete the square. That is completing the square method. Now, we have, you rewrite the x squared plus 2s over 3. X squared plus 2x over 3. Then plus, are you there? X squared plus 2s over 3. Okay, you can remove this plus. We are still going to put the plus again, but I just want to show you something. X squared plus 2s over 3. What is the coefficient of x? In 2x over 3? The coefficient of x, that is the number in front of s, is what? 2 over 3. So the coefficient of s is 2 over 3. Are we together? So you now multiply it by half. That is the method that we call completing the square method. Are you there? You now multiply the coefficient of s by half times half. 2 over 3 times half will give us 1 over 3. Are we together? So that 1 over 3, you square it. Completing the square method. So that square is this. So That is 1 over 3 squared. This 1 over 3 squared, you now add it to the left hand side and to the right hand side. This 1 over 3, you add it to the left hand side and to the right hand side. So, and that was why that was the reason I put plus here before. Do you understand? So 1 over 3 squared, add it to the left hand side, add it to the right hand side. So we have plus 1 over 3 all squared. Are you there? So I will leave a space because I'm saying what I did here for x square and x, I'm still going to do it for y square and y. So I will leave a space for that. So equals to, so at this other side we're having 31 over 9. 31 over 9. Don't forget that we're adding 1 over 3 to both, 1 over 3 squared to both sides. 1 over 3 squared to both sides. So at the other side, at the right hand side, we're having 31 over 9. So we had plus 1 over 3 all squared. Okay? Plus 1 over 3 all squared. Plus 1 over 3 all squared. Okay. That is, we have applied completing the square method for s squared plus 2s over 3. So we are still going to apply that same completing the square method for y squared minus 4y over 3. We write it here. Okay. So, so that plus y squared minus 4y over 3, we write it the way it is. Okay. It is plus y squared minus 4y over 3. Is that okay? As we did for s squared plus 2s over 3. So plus y squared minus 4y over 3. So what is the coefficient of y? In minus 4y over 3, what is the coefficient of y? That is the number at the front of y. That is minus 4 over 3. It's not ordinary 4 over 3. Minus 4 over 3 is the coefficient of minus 4 over 3. Are you there? So minus 4 over 3 is the coefficient. So minus 4 over 3 is the coefficient. Multiplied by half. As we have done for the other one. Multiplied by half. That is the complete square method we are talking about. Times half. Okay. That will give us minus 2 over 3. That is 2 here 1, 2 here 2. Do you understand? So minus 2 over 3. Or you say minus 4 over 6. Then you cut. When you cut minus 4 over 6, you have it as minus 2 over 3. So minus 2 over 3, you squared it. Squared. Okay? So minus 2 over 3 squared. You add it to both sides. To the left hand side and to the right hand side. To the left hand side and to the right hand side. Okay, let's go and add minus 2 over 3 to the left hand side and to the right hand side. Okay, this is the left hand side. We are adding. So I say add, that is plus. Plus minus 2 over 3 all squared. Okay? Then add it to the other side also. Plus minus 2 over 3 all squared. Is that taken? Alright. So we are not done with the process of completing the square method. We are not done. Alright, so we are having, let's take it bit by bit. We are having s squared plus 2s over 3 plus 1 over 3 squared. Let us deal with that one first. Those that have s, let's deal with that one first. So s squared plus 2s over 3 plus 1 over 3 in bracket all squared. So what are we going to do with that? Okay, we are having 3 terms for that. S squared first term, 2s over 3 second term, and 1 over 3 squared third term. So for the first term, s squared, you pick one x. That is x. Okay. Then you pick the sign in front of this, the sign in front of 2s over 3. The sign in front of 2x over 3. Not the sign of the number inside bracket, not the sign of 1 over 3. I know the reason why I'm saying that, because you can easily sheet plus in mathematics or further maths, but you cannot easily sheet negative sign. Negative sign cannot be cheated, but plus sign can be cheated. So you pick out of s squared, s times s, you pick 1, which is x. Okay, now you pick the sign in front of the second term. The second term is plus 2s over 3. Are you there? So you pick the sign in front of which is plus. Okay, so you don't pick the number, it's only the sign in front of the second term, 2s over 3, that you pick. So the sign in front of it is plus. So you don't need the 2 over 3x. What you need is the sign in front of it. Alright. Now let's come to the third term. The third term is 1 over 3 all squared. Are you there? The third term is 1 over 3 all squared. So there's a sign in front of that 1 over 3. You don't need that. You don't need a sign in front of the third term. Are you there? So the sign you need is what you have taken, which is the sign in front of the second term. So the third term is 1 over 3 all squared. 1 over 3 all squared means 1 over 3 times 1 over 3. 1 over 3 in 2 places. So you pick 1 of it. 1 over 3 all squared means 1 over 3 times 1 over 3. You pick 1 of it. That is 1 over 3. Alright. Okay. Alright. So we have gotten s plus 1 over 3. That s plus 1 over 3, you put it in bracket and you square all. You put it in bracket and you square all. Put in bracket, yeah, open brackets, close bracket, all squared. So what are we saying? We are saying that this s plus 1 over 3 in bracket all squared, if you expand it, you are going to get s squared plus 2x over 3 plus 1 over 3 all squared. That's the meaning. That if you expand s plus 1 over 3 all squared, if you expand it, you're going to get s squared plus 2s over 3 plus 1 over 3 all squared. That is the meaning. Alright, so you can confirm that in your jotter. Now let's now go to the y's. Y squared minus 4y over 3 plus open bracket minus 2 over 3 squared. So the sign that separates the x and the y is this positive sign at the middle, which we are coming with from the beginning. So the plus sign, this is the plus. Okay. Now for y squared is the first term here, minus 4y over 3 is the second term, then plus open bracket minus 2 over 3 all square is the third term for y's, for letter y. Okay, so for the first term we have y square. Y square, that is y times y. You pick one of the y's. So you pick one of the two of, y square means y times y. You pick one, that is y. Okay, then I told you that now the second term is plus open a bracket minus 2 over 3 all squared. So the sign in front of that minus 2 over 3 all squared is plus. Is this plus? This plus here. Are you there? So minus 2 over 3 square is a term on its own. So the sign in front of it is plus, not the one inside brackets. Are you there? Not the one inside brackets. Okay, so the sign in front of it is plus. Don't go and make a mistake of picking this minus in front of minus that is inside bracket. Minus 2 over 3 squared is a term on its own. So what sign does it have in front of it outside bracket is plus. Okay, which is what I told you in the other one. Do you understand? So, oh sorry, this is minus 4y over 3. Second term is minus 4y over 3. So the sign in front of minus 4y over 3 is minus. Sorry, so I wanted to say second term. So we are still coming to third term. Second term, as we did for this one. Second term is minus 4y over 3. So the sign in front of it is minus. So that is minus. I told you that for the second term, you only pick the sign in front, not the actual number for the second term as we did for the x. So minus 4y over 3, which is the second term, the sign in front of it is minus. That's minus. Are you there? So you don't need the number itself. So let's go to the third term. What did I tell you about third term? I said for the third term, you pick one of it. Third term is minus 2 over 3 squared. Minus 2 over 3 squared. Minus 2 over 3 squared. Are you there? Minus 2 over 3 squared. When you look at minus 2 over 3 squared, that's minus 2 over 3 times another minus 2 over 3, right? Minus 2 over 3 times another minus 2 over 3, right? So you don't need the sign inside this bracket. You don't need the sign inside this bracket. It is that same number, that's actual number 2 over 3 that you pick. So 2, minus times minus is plus. Minus 2 over 3 square means minus 2 over 3 times minus 2 over 3. So minus times minus is plus. Are you there? So you pick one of it, which is your 2 over 3. You will not include the sign with this one. Already you have minus here. So you not carry its own sign. In this particular one, for the x, we are having 1 over 3 all squared. Are you there? So we're just fortunate that the plus, the sign in front of it is plus, which is the same thing as the sign in front of 2 over 3x. Are you there? We're just fortunate, plus. Do you understand? But this one, the one in the bracket is minus 2 over 3. You will not pick the sign. You only pick 2 over 3, the actual number. So 2 over 3 squared is 2 over 3 times 2 over 3. So you pick 1. That is 2 over 3. So if you pick this sign with it, the minus, that minus multiply this minus, it becomes plus. And by the time you square everything and you expand it, you will not get this back. You will not get this one back. You will not get y squared minus 4y over 3 plus open bracket minus 2 over 3 close bracket square. You will not get it back if you mix up the sign. So minus 2 over, so y squared, you pick 1, y. Then minus 4 over 3, you pick the sign in front of it, minus. Then the third term, minus 2 over 3 all square, you pick one of it without the sign. That's 2 over 3. Then as usual, open bracket, close bracket, all squared. Is that? So equals 2. Alright. We have completed the square like that. Okay. Now let's solve this. 31 over 9 plus 1 over 3 squared means 1 over 3 times 1 over 3. And that's 1 over 9. Are there? Then plus minus 2 over 3 squared means minus 2 over 3 times minus 2 over 3. So minus times minus plus, which is here. Are there? Minus 2 over 3 times minus 2 over 3. Minus times minus plus. 2 over 3 times 2 over 3 will give you 4 over 9. 4 over 9. Okay. So at the end of the day, we have open bracket x plus 1 over 3 all squared plus open bracket y minus 2 over 3 all squared equals 2. When you find the SM of this is 9, right? So, and when you 9 in 9 is 1. 1 times this is 31 plus 9 divided by 9 is 1. 1 times 1 plus 9 divided by 9 is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. Okay, and invariably we have open bracket x plus 1 over 3 all squared plus open bracket y minus 2 over 3 all squared equals 2. That is 36 over 9. Oh, 36. So we're having this open bracket x plus 1 over 3 close bracket squared plus open bracket y minus 2 over 3 close bracket squared equals to 36 over 9. Are you there? So we now compare this with the general equation of the circle. Don't forget, we are trying to get the coordinate at the center of the circle. Are you there? So we now compare this with the general equation of a circle. And what is the general equation of a circle? The general equation of a circle is x minus a, open bracket x minus a, close bracket squared, are you there, plus open bracket y minus b close bracket squared equals to r squared. So this is the general equation of the circle. So the a, you can see the a and b. The a and b represent the coordinate at the center of the circle, and the r represents the radius of the circle. S and y forms a coordinate on its own, which is coordinate of a point either moving around the circle. So we want to compare this with this. So you compare s minus a all squared with s plus 1 over 3 all squared to get your a. Okay, so when you compare s minus a all squared with s plus 1 over 3 all squared, you get your a there. And let's do that. That is open bracket x plus 1 over 3 all squared equals to x minus a all squared. Okay, so square root both sides. Square root both sides. When you square root both sides, that is multiply both sides by power of half. The power of half, it cancels these two. Either when you square root both sides, you have x plus 1 over 3. The square root will remove the squares. Okay, you have this square at the top, that's 2 times half at the top. So 2 times half at the top becomes 1. That is square rooting both sides. So you are left with x plus 1 over 3. So equals to x minus a. Are we together? So x cancel x on both sides. X cancel x on both sides. So we are left with plus 1 over 3 equals to minus a. Are you there? So it means that a equals to minus 1 over 3. Either multiply both sides by minus 1 or divide both sides by minus 1. Okay, just to remove this minus here. Or transfer minus a to this other side, you have plus. Transfer plus 1 over 3 to the other side becomes minus 1 over 3. So remember the a equals to minus 1 over 3. Don't forget our answer. Are you there? We want to get a and b. We have gotten a, so let's get b. You compare y minus b all squared with y minus 2 over 3 all squared. You compare this and this. So when you compare that, we have y minus b all squared equals to, it doesn't matter the one you write first, then y minus 2 over 3 all squared. Okay, y minus 2 over 3 all squared. So square root both sides, square rooting both sides, the squares on both sides remove. So we have y minus b equals to y minus 2 over 3. So y cancel y on both sides. So we are left with minus b equals to minus 2 over 3. So minus cancel minus on both sides. Or you say divide both sides by minus 1. Or you say multiply both sides by minus 1. So everything becomes plus. So b equals to 2 over 3. So finally, therefore, the coordinate at the center, the coordinate of the point at the center is a equals to minus 1 over 3, comma b equals to 2 over 3, which is written as, open a bracket, you write a before b, minus 1 over 3, comma 2 over 3. Alright, this is a long method. This is a long method. Now, let me now show you the short method. Are you there? That within a line, within one line or so, you get your final answer. In case you are in a competition, or the question comes out as a multiple choice question, don't forget that our answer is minus 1 over 3, comma 2 over 3. That is, a is minus 1 over 3 and b is 2 over 3. So let's do the shortcut now. The shortcut now. Okay. Let me leave the answer here. The shortcut now. You know, you are also going to, in case you have to find the radius, so the r square equals to 36 over 9 to get the radius of a circle. So I'm not interested in the radius of a circle now. What I'm interested in, what I've discovered is the coordinate at the coordinate of the point at the center of the circle. Alright. Let me clean this. Okay, I'm still leaving the question. Okay, final answer. Okay. Alright. As usual, let me quickly drink water. Water is life, as you can see. Water makes you, it softens you, it makes you to know maths and parameters very well. Water is life. Alright. Okay. Back to the same question, short method. 1 or 2 lines, pair. You get it. So the question remains 9x squared plus 9y squared plus 6x minus 12y minus 31 all equals to 0. Okay, so what I'm going to do, we have 9x squared as the first term, 9y squared as the second term. Then we have, I'll say 9x squared as the first term, plus 9y squared as the second term, plus 6x as the third term, minus 12y as the fourth term, then minus 31 as the fifth term. Are you there? So your own concern now will be the coefficient of x and the coefficient of y. Your own concern in the short method is the coefficient of x and the coefficient of y in the given equation of a circle. Okay, the coefficient of x here is plus 6. Plus 6x is the term. Are you there? So the coefficient of x, that is the number at the front of x, are you there, is plus 6. So that's plus 6. Okay. Now, the other thing you need is the coefficient of y. So what you need is the coefficient of x and the coefficient of y. Now, the coefficient of y is minus 12. Minus 12. That's the coefficient, the number in front of y. That's minus 12. Minus 12. Okay. Are we together? Now, the next thing you're going to do is, having done this, the next thing you're going to do is to change their signs. To change their signs automatically. When you change their signs, change the signs of plus 6, it becomes minus 6. Minus 6. Change the sign of minus 12. Change the sign of minus 12, it becomes plus 12. Plus 12. Okay, okay, okay. Are you there? Now, don't forget the step 1, the coefficient of x and the coefficient of y. Coefficient of x is plus 6. We wrote it out. Coefficient of y is minus 12. We wrote it out. That's step 1. Step 2, you change their signs. Having written them out the way they were in the question, step 2, you change their signs. So plus 6 was changed to minus 6, minus 12 was changed to what? Plus 12. Okay. Now the next step 3, all these things you can do it in your head. It's not, but just because I'm explaining, I have to give you step 1, step 2, step 3. So step 3, what is the coefficient of x squared and y squared in the given equation? You know, the coefficient of x squared and y squared are already the same thing. Are you there? So it doesn't matter that it's not every time that x and y will be used as variables in the equation of a circle. Are you there? It can be p and q. So they can use p and q. They can use m and n. They can use any two variables. It's not compulsory that it must be x, y, x, y, s, y, s, y. Are you there? It can be m and n. It can be p and q. Are we together? Okay. So step 3. What is the coefficient of x squared or y squared, which is always the same thing? 9. Are you there? So divide minus 6. Divide each of them by 9. Divide each of them by 9. So minus 6 divided by 9 and plus 12 divided by 9. minus 6 divided by 9, then plus 12 divided by 9. Are we together? Okay. Then we have to reduce the fraction. We have to cut. Let's reduce the fraction by cutting. Okay? So, that is minus 6 over 9. 3 can go. That gives us minus 2 over 3. And this one gives us plus 4 over 3. Are we together? Are we together? So, I'm still in step 3. I didn't want to leave minus 6 over 9 like that. That was I just cut it. And I didn't want to leave plus 2 over 9 like that. And that was the reason why I just cut it. Are you there? So, but if you like, you can leave it like that. At the end of the day, it's still the same thing. So you still cut, okay? The last step is step 4. Step 4. Step 4. What does step 4 say? Step 4 means that you divide both of them, you divide them by 2. Automatic 2. Are you there? You divide both of them by 2. Divide them by 2. The automatic 2 is coming from the fact that we are having 2 variables. We are having only 2 variables, x and y. We are having only 2 variables, x and y. Are you there? So the equation of a circle cannot have more than 2 variables. It's only x and y, or p and q, or m and n. 2 alphabets. That is where the 2 is coming from. Okay, so divide both of them by 2. So let me divide it. Minus 2 over 3 divided by 2. I'm using the short division sign. Then plus 12 over 3 divided by 2. Okay, so when I change division to times, there will be inverse. Are you there? There will be reciprocal. Okay, you have minus 2 over 3 times. When the division becomes times, the 2 becomes 1 over 2. The 2 is 2 over 1, it becomes 1 over 2. 1 over 2. The other side, plus 4 over 3. Are you there? When you change division to times, the 2 becomes 1 over 2. 1 over 2. Are we together? So we have minus 2 cancel 2 here. 2 cut 2 here. Okay? So you are left with minus 1 over 3. Are we together? The other side, 2 here, 2 cut here, 1, 2 cut 4, 2. 2 cut 2, 1, 2 cut 4, 2. Are you there? So we are left with plus 2 over what? 3. So we got minus 1 over 3 and plus 2 over 3. Look at what we got, the answer we got here in the long method. A is minus 1 over 3. B is 2 over 3. Here, the first one, minus 1 over 3. Second one is what? Plus 2 over 3. They are the same. Can we see? So, this short method, just because I'm explaining, that's why I gave you step 1, step 2, step 3. So, you can solve it. You can just look at the question, the short method, you can look at the question and read and just solve it in your brain, in your memory, using just your memory without writing anything down. It's just like, okay, just look at it. Within 5 seconds, you are done. Just look at the question, okay, plus 6s, that is plus 6. The other one, minus 12, well, that's minus 12. I change the sign, that's minus 6, and then plus 12. Then I divide both of them by the coefficient of x squared and y squared, which is 9, minus 6 over 9, and then plus 12 over 9, then that is minus, we call minus 2 over 3, plus 4 over 3, then divide them by automatic 2. Are you there? Then you have your answer. So once you use that, your teacher will be surprised that how come you got the answer without even writing anything down. While your teacher is solving it using a long method, you would have done it. You would have said, sir, ma, the answer is this. He or she will be surprised. So that's it. That's what I've discovered by the grace of God, by the grace of God, Almighty God. Okay. All right. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button, do you understand, so that you can see more shortcuts in maths and grammars. And then you can see other videos I've uploaded for chemistry, physics, technical drawing, and all that. Okay, so thank you so much for now. You go and use this to shine in the world. You go and use this to shine in the world. Okay, bye for now. Research continues. Campus Academy. Like and click on subscribe. Bye for now.